Welcome to IAS Academy. Prior to the 2023 preliminary exam, we will cover 15 questions daily in a video. I have already uploaded 40 test series last year. So, let's start our session. Our first question is, with reference to the period of Gupta dynasty in ancient India, the towns Gandasala, Kadura and Chol were well known as. Options are ports handling foreign trade, capitals of powerful kingdoms, places of exquisite stone art and architecture, important Buddhist pilgrimage centers. The answer to this question is option A, ports handling foreign trade. The wealth of Roman Empire reached India through the ports of Kalyan, Chol, Broch and Campe in western India. Chol was one of the ports in Gupta dynasty. So her answer to this question is option A, ports handling foreign trade. Question number 2. With reference to the history of India, the terms Kulyavapa and Dronavapa denote. Options are measurement of land, coins of different monetary value, classification of urban land, religious rituals. The answer to this question is option A, measurement of land. Text and inscriptions during Gupta period mention various land measure terms. Different land measures were known in different regions such as Nivartana, Kulyavapa and Dronavapa. So here answer to this question is option A, measurement of land. Question number 3. Who among the following rulers advised his subjects through this inscription? Whosoever praises his religious sector, blames other sects out of excessive devotion to his own sect, with a view of glorifying his own sect, he rather injures his own sect very severely. Options are Ashoka, Samudragupta, Harshavardhana, Krishnadevaraya. The answer to this question is option A, Ashoka. Ashoka has been credited with the propagation of stance of Buddhist sect. Ashoka Dharmas did not involve any worship to God or sacrifices, and he thought that his duty towards his subjects was like that of a father towards his son. Ashoka's edicts and inscriptions contain instructions on religious matters, especially Buddhism and rules for conduct of bishops. So her answer to this question is option A, Ashoka. Question number 4. Consider the following statement. Coal ash contains arsenic, lead and mercury. That is correct. Coal-fired power plants release sulfur dioxide and oxides of nitrogen into the environment. That is correct. High ash content is observed in Indian corn. That is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option D. All the statements are correct. Coal ash, also referred to as coal combustion residuals or CCRs, is produced primarily from the burning of coal in coal-fired power plants. Coal ash contains contaminants like mercury, cadmium and arsenic. Without proper management, these contaminants can pollute waterways, groundwater, drinking water, and the air. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Coal ash includes a number of byproducts produced from burning coal, including fly ash, bottom ash, boiler slag, flue gas desulfurization material. Latter one is a material left over from the process of reducing sulfur dioxide emissions from coal-fired boiler. Hence, statement 2 is correct. India's domestic coal reserves have high ash content up to 40 to 45%. Hence, statement 3 is correct. So, her answer to this question is option D. All the statements are correct. Question number 5. What is the use of biochar in farming? Options are biochar can be used as part of growing medium in vertical farming. That is correct. When biochar is part of growing medium, it promotes the growth of nitrogen-fixing microorganisms. That is correct. When biochar is part of growing medium, it enables the growing medium to retain water for longer time. That is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option D. All the statements are correct. Biochar is a charcoal-like material that is produced from plant materials such as grass, agriculture and forest residues that are decomposed at high temperatures, often during renewable energy production. Biochar provides for suitable storage of carbon in the ground, potentially reducing atmospheric greenhouse gases, while at the same time increasing soil fertility and improved agricultural productivity. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The porous nature of biochar is ideal for soil enrichment as it retains both water and water-soluble nutrients. Nutrients crucial for plants' benefits such as phosphates and nitrogen are retained, making the plants healthy and requiring far less fertilizer. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Biochar is hygroscopic as it is able to absorb and hold water from the surrounding environment. Hence, statement 3 is correct. So, your answer to this question is option D. All the statements are correct. Question number 6. Which of the following protected areas are located in Kaveri Basin? Options are Nagahole National Park, Papikonda National Park, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Here, answer to this question is option C. 1, 3 and 4 are correct. That is, Nagahole National Park, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary are located in Kaveri Basin. Except 2, all the areas are located in Kaveri Basin, while Papikonda National Park is located in Godavari Basin in Andhra Pradesh. Hence, option 2 is incorrect. Nagarhole National Park is located in Kodagu district of Karnataka. It is part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve is located in Tamil Nadu at the confluence region of Western and Eastern Ghats. It's also part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Wayanad in Kerala. It's also part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. So here answer to this question is option C. 1, 3 and 4 are correct. Number 7. With reference to India's biodiversity, Ceylon frogmouth, coppersmith barbet, great-chinned minivet and white-throated redstart are options are birds, primates, reptiles, amphibians. The answer to this question is option A, birds. Ceylon frogmouth is also known as Sri Lanka frogmouth. It's a bird species found in Western Ghats. Coppersmith barbet is also known as crimson-breasted barbet. Is a bird species found in whole Indian subcontinent. Great-chinned minivet is a bird species found from Himalayas to China, Taiwan and Southeast Asia. White-throated redstart is a bird species found in India, Nepal, Bhutan, central China and far northern areas of Myanmar. So the answer to this question is option A, birds. Question number 8. Which one of the following protected areas is well known for the conservation of a subspecies of Indian swamp deer, Barasinga, that thrives well on hard ground and is exclusively graminivorous? Options are Kanha National Park, Manas National Park, Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary, Talchapur Wildlife Sanctuary. The answer to this question is option A, Kanha National Park. Kanha National Park is located in Madhya Pradesh and is the largest national park of Madhya Pradesh. The present-day Kanha area was divided into 2 sanctuaries, Halon and Banjar. Bengal tiger, Indian leopard, sloth bear, Barasinga and dhole are important species found here. It is the first tiger reserve in India to officially introduce a mascot, who's the Barasingh. So her answer to this question is option A, Kanha National Park. Question number 9. Siachen Glacier is situated to the options are east of Aksai Chin, east of Leh, north of Gilgit, north of Nubra Valley. Here answer to this question is option D, north of Nubra Valley. The Siachen Glacier is a part of Ladakh. Siachen Glacier is located in eastern Karakoram range in Himalayas, just northeast point of NJ 9842, where the line of control between India and Pakistan ends. It's the second longest glacier in the world's non-polar areas. So her answer to this question is option D, north of Nubra Valley. Question number 10. Consider the following statements. 36% of India's districts are classified as overexploited or critical by the Central Groundwater Authority. That is incorrect. Central Groundwater Authority was formed under the Environmental Protection Act. That is correct. India has the largest area under groundwater irrigation in the world. That is also correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 and 3 are correct. Central Groundwater Authority was constituted under the Environmental Protection Act 1986 for the purpose of regulation and control of groundwater development and management in the country. Hence, statement 2 is correct. India is the largest user of groundwater in the world. It is about 25% of the global groundwater extraction. Out of the total of 6,584 assessment units, 1,034, that is 15.7%, have been categorized as overexploited, 253 as critical, 681 as semi-critical and 4,520 as safe. Hence, statement 1 is incorrect. Out of the total groundwater available, 90% of it is used for irrigation purposes, which is mainly for agricultural purposes. The remaining 10% accounts for domestic and industrial purposes combined. Hence, statement 3 is correct. So, her answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 and 3 are correct. Question number 11. Consider the following statement. Statement number 1. According to the Constitution of India, a person who is eligible to vote can be made a minister in a state for 6 months, even if he or she is not a member of legislature of that state. That is incorrect. Statement number 2. According to the Representation of People Act 1951, a person convicted of a criminal offence and sentenced to imprisonment for 5 years is permanently disqualified from contesting an election even after his release from prison. That is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Here answer to this question is option D. Neither one or two of the statements are correct. An individual who is not an MLA can become a minister if he gets himself elected to the state legislature within 6 months from the date of his appointment. However, while the voting age is at 18 years, a person can be an MLA only after 25 years of age. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Representation of People Act 1951 states the grounds for disqualification on conviction of certain offences. The convicted candidate is disqualified from being a member of either House of Parliament or state legislature from the date of such conviction till the stated time. This is not permanent. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. So, the answer to this question is option D. Neither one or two of the statement are correct. Question number 12. Consider the following statement. Statement number 1. The President of India can summon a session of the Parliament at such place as he or she thinks fit. That is correct. Statement number 2. The Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament in a year, but it is not mandatory to conduct all the 3 sessions. That is incorrect. Statement number 3. There is no minimum number of days that Parliament is required to meet in a year. That is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Here, answer to this question is option C. Statement 1 and 3 are correct. Article 85 of the Constitution states that the President shall from time to time summon each House of Parliament to meet at such time and place as he thinks fit. But 6 months shall not intervene between its last sitting in one session and the date appointed for its first sitting in the next session. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The session of Lok Sabha is called for at least 2 times a year. Constitution does not state that 3 sessions of the Parliament should be called in a year. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. There is no provision of the minimum number of days that a Parliament is required to meet in a year. Hence, statement 3 is correct. So, the answer to this question is option C. Statement 1 and 3 are correct. Question number 13. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. Aadhaar metadata cannot be stored for more than 3 months. That is incorrect. It is 6 months. Statement number 2. State cannot enter into any contract with private corporation for sharing of Aadhaar data. That is correct. Statement number 3. Aadhaar is mandatory for obtaining insurance products. That is incorrect. Statement number 4. Aadhaar is mandatory for getting benefits funded out of Consolidated Fund of India. That is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? Here, answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 and 4 are correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. Supreme Court had ruled that Aadhaar metadata cannot be stored for more than 6 months. Statement 2 is correct. In 2018, the Supreme Court had struck down Section 57 of the Aadhaar Act, which essentially allowed private entities to collect citizens' Aadhaar details. While reading down the provision, the top court had called it unconstitutional. Statement 3 is incorrect. The same 2018 judgment also held making that Aadhaar mandatory for other services apart from welfare schemes as unconstitutional. Subsequently, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India issued an advisory in 2019 that clarified that Aadhaar is not mandatory for obtaining insurance. Statement 4 is correct. In 2018, the Supreme Court ruled that Aadhaar authentication can be made mandatory only for benefits paid from Consolidated Fund of India, and an alternative means of identity verification must always be provided when Aadhaar fails. So, the answer to this question is option B. Statement 2 and 4 are correct. Question number 14. Consider the following statements. Statement number 1. The weightage of food in Consumer Price Index is higher than that in Wholesale Price Index. That is correct. Statement number 2. The WPA does not capture changes in prices of services, which CPA does. That is correct. Statement number 3. Reserve Bank of India has now adopted WPA as its key measures of inflation and to decide on changing the key policy rates. That is incorrect. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? Here, answer to this question is option A. Statement 1 and 2 are correct. WPA tracks inflation at the producer level and CPI captures changes in prices levels at the consumer level. WPA does not capture changes in the prices of services, which CPI does. Hence, statement 2 is correct. In WPA, more weightage is given to manufactured goods, while in CPI, more weightage is given to food items. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Monetary Policy Committee uses CPI data to control inflation. In April 2014, the Reserve Bank of India had adopted CPI as its key measures of inflation. Hence, statement 3 is incorrect. So, the answer to this question is option A. Statement 1 and 2 are correct. Question number 15. Consider the following statement. Statement number 1. In the case of all cereals, pulses and oilseeds, the procurement at minimum support price is unlimited in any state or union territory of India. That is incorrect. Statement number 2. In the case of cereals and pulses, the MSP is fixed in any state or union territory at level to which the market price will never rise. That is incorrect. Which of the statement given above is or are correct? The answer to this question is option D. Neither one nor two of the statement are correct. While procurement is open-ended, it is not unlimited since our buffer stock is limited. Hence, statement 1 is incorrect. Market rate has no link with minimum support prices and it can go below or above the MSP, depends upon the demand of crop in the market. Hence, statement 2 is incorrect. So, the answer to this question is option D. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. We will continue with the next essay tomorrow.